Take her up to 27 for the game. She put the team on her back in the third. Kept them in the game. Bibby. Ryan. Inside to Scherf. Draws a crowd. Bibby open. Ryan to Scherf. Down goes Wallace. Play continues. Scherf makes two. Back to Wallace. Tiff to George. Through Murray. Inside, Nelson Adoda, nicely worked by the Boomers, an important 2 point.
We find a miscommunication somewhere in there and a nice bucket for the Melbourne Boomers.
Wallace hits the floor again, Atwell's open, she's starting to heat up. Amy Atwell. Atwell for company. Nelson Adoda. Mitchell, pressure coming from the Lynx. Boomers work their way through it. George from the corner is money. The Boomers get another opportunity. Wallace says, just calm it down. Let's set ourselves here. Important trip down the floor. And George with the captain's bucket. Considering her options here. Little dish off to Wallace. Receives it back. Now feeds Murray. And the veteran, as we've seen so many times before, comes up with the big bucket in the big moment.
There's no expectation on Mia Murray just to come in and do what the little things that she does well. Run the floor, slash cut, and hit those threes, girl. Yes! On cue. Thank you very much. Great job, Mia Murray.
Whitcomb receives back, goes herself, and misses an easy layup by her standards. Now Wallace to push the pace, as she so often does. Gets to a position she likes and hits the two.
Is the Melbourne Boomers and the Perth Lynx.
Mitchell, Murray. George to Wallace. Here's Nelson Adoda. Back to Mitchell. Two more for Tiff. She's up to 26. It was Sammy Whitcomb who did the damage in the third quarter rather. Great hands there from Mitchell. Cuts off the Scherf pass. Whitcomb commits. And Mitchell lays in another two. Whitcomb with 27. Throw in 24 from Christy Wallace. And 19 from Kayla George. And the Stars have been shining tonight. And Sammy's the first to 30. 1:50 left on the clock. Wallace. Mitchell. Again, takes it to the rack. And tips up to 32.
She's going to be stellar this season and a potential for MVP. I called it last year, as we see. Youngster.
Taya Burrows lays into rehabbing. She's really exciting. Ryan Petrick looks at her as a potential point guard of the future for this team. So great to see her out there getting a couple of minutes and some points as George lays in two more. Davidson. Here's Desiree Kelly. Get the two to drop. This is Paige Burrows. And it's a first up win for Chris Lucas at his new club.